From New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show.
The kids have come to play today. You won't believe what I'm about to tell you. With all due respect, have several seats. My girls are always turned out. I give it to you straight, no chaser.
Now, here's Wendy.
Here we go again. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. My co-host, my studio audience. Yeah. Better than I deserve. Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. Come on. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here. So, the news regarding Charlie Sheen just has me floored. It's not perhaps because I'm shocked, because I know, from what we've all read and how he's spoken out, Charlie has lived a pretty reckless lifestyle, but he's living with HIV. Apparently, according to what he told Matt Lauer this morning, he's had this diagnosis for a moment. Take a look at this clip from Good Morning America, and then we'll talk.
I'm here to admit that I am, in fact, HIV positive.
Have you knowingly, or even perhaps unknowingly, transmitted the HIV virus to someone else since your diagnosis?
Impossible.
Have you had unprotected sex on any occasion since your diagnosis?
Yes, but the two people that I did that with were under the care of my doctor, and they were completely warned ahead of time.
Have you, since the time of your diagnosis, told every one of your sexual partners, before you had a sexual encounter, that you were HIV positive?
Yes, I have.
No exception.
No exception.
So, a few observations, because it was like a 3 or 4 part interview we were watching this morning in hair and makeup and stuff. First thing is, Charlie has never looked better. I mean, no, I mean, Charlie is a friend of our show. He's been here a couple of times. I've seen him up close on the purple couch. We see him on TV. He has never looked, for a 50-year-old man who's partied and lived so hard, he says he's off drugs and he only drinks. Well, Denise Richards probably has known about this all along. Didn't he say that in one of the parts, that she's known all along?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why Saint Denise has been there all this time. The mother of 3 of his children, and also Brooke, his ex-wife, has also known. And his oldest daughter, who's 21, also knows. She took it very, very hard. He has, his kids range in age from 10, 11, twins that are 6, and then the 21-year-old. And like I said, Charlie is 50. And, I was asked in my morning meeting, well, Wendy, do you think that this will affect his acting, roles? I said, no. Well, I didn't even have to think about that, only because, millions of people are living with HIV. Some don't tell you, and some do. Quite frankly, it's not my business, unless I'm sleeping with you. Do you understand? And in the case of Charlie, allegedly, what was about to happen is one of the prostitutes, he likes the prostitutes. one of the prostitutes had gotten into his master bathroom and saw all of his medication, allegedly, and was about to call the National Enquirer, the Star, Hot Topics, and everyone. So that's why Charlie allegedly has now come out with this revelation, in case you're wondering. Now, my thought is, when you live in a house as big as Charlie Sheen could afford, which, by the way, he does say his money's lower than we think, because he's had to pay out, you know, tens of millions of dollars, you know, to pay people off and whatnot over the past few years. But when you live in a house that big, like, why do you make your master bedroom part of the party? You know, like, if you have special medications or special fetishes or things that you enjoy, am I the only one who has a full-blown lock on my master bedroom? Okay. Okay. So apparently this woman was going to talk and she was trying to blackmail him. So he said, you know what? I'm just gonna tell the world. When I heard the news, I wasn't shocked. Because like I said, you know, Charlie Sheen and the hard party, I wasn't shocked. What I was most shocked with, and this is just me being nosy, as you voice called me the professor of pop culture.
Professor.
Okay. How did we not know this? He's known it for 4 years. We are not on our 1-2 step. Like, how did this escape us? And I mean, I guess he was paying off a lot of people. Well, around the time that he made, remember the crazy tiger blood video? Well, I have it. I'll show it to you as I talk. When Charlie was doing all this, that was about 4 years ago. And he probably was, as most of us would be, when we find out, a sentence of, HIV. You just change your life, either for the better or the worse or the crazy or whatever. And, I wish Charlie well. I think that at 50, with, a gaggle of kids and 2 women who've stood by you, particularly St. Denise, I'm not suggesting that he'll get back together with either of them, but maybe the winning, maybe those days are over and this can help him go on. Now, what I was concerned with is I was speaking to a group of young people yesterday, and like teenagers, and they all treated this diagnosis like he had, pink eye or a common cold. Because that's how young people are these days. I guess maybe it's like for many of us, growing up, like syphilis, syphilis, a lot of us push stuff off as well. And I think that young people these days do need to I'm sorry, it's allergy season. Look, no, I don't need, because I don't want to ruin my makeup. I'd rather sniff up than wipe. Thank you though, Suzanne. And do you sleep on your stomach? I sleep on my stomach. I sleep on my stomach, which is not good for wrinkles. It's not good for my boobs. One day I'm gonna wake up and one of them will be deflated. I'm just saying. But I can't sleep on my back. Like when I was pregnant with the boy, then you sleep on your back or your side. And then I said, okay, great. So now I'm on a life track of sleeping on my back, which is better for you because of the wrinkles. And you get wrinkles in your décolleté and the whole bit, And if you have implants like I do, one could deflate in the middle of the night. So I'm sleeping on my stomach. I wake up this morning. Apparently I was sleeping on one eyeball, okay? Thus the side part. Okay. When I woke up this morning, this eyeball was talking at you, and it wouldn't stop watering, and it was just, I don't know how Jai got it right, but between the side part, just pardon me. Anyway, back to Charlie. What was I saying?
Common cold.
What'd I say?
It's not like the common cold anymore.
Oh, it's not like the common cold, and I think that we need to keep this conversation going, not just with us at the show, but, older people who think that they are invincible. You know, like at these older people are getting it in, honey, and they aren't, you know, like 70 years old, getting it in and thinking that HIV and AIDS is like something that's for us. But no, they need to strap up. We need to remind our kids that this is not a cold, and stay vigilant to find a real cure, so that one day maybe it would be like a common cold, but it's not. Anyway, Charlie, I'm thinking of you. Did you watch The Voice? See, I was so busy with Dr. Drew and Nancy Grace and the whole Charlie thing last night. That was, you know, my thing. I didn't see. But apparently, Gwen Stefani has a new enemy behind the scenes. And her name is Christina Aguilera. Well, you know, this little beef going on right here reminds me of how people pitted Foxy Brown against Little Kim. You know, or something like that. You know, like there was room for both of these girls back in the day. There's still room for them now, you know, if they would get in the studio and do something. But since joining The Voice 2 seasons ago, Gwen has become a fan favorite. And what has upped her cue to be a favorite now, even more so than ever, is that Gwen is in the process of getting divorced. You know how we're nosy? So we like to look to see if the divorce is wearing on her and how she's flirting with Blake now that she and Blake are out of the closet and everything. Okay, so Gwen is on the show now. Christina is about to come back. No, and then that's when Gwen will go home. Yeah. There's only, I guess, room for only one bleached blonde on the show, which, you know, it doesn't help that they both have the same, you know, bleached look and whatnot. But here's the deal. According to OK Magazine, Christina thinks The Voice is her show because she was there first. And she refers to Gwen as the substitute. Wow. The problem is that I feel in my heart of hearts that The Voice needs to keep Gwen because of the excitement of her. They need to keep Gwen because the excitement of her divorce and the romance with Blake takes a lot of attention. Like, we don't even pay attention to the contestants. We're looking at them. By the way, Christina, if it makes you feel better, you won the Who'd You Rather contest with my guys on the staff. Yeah, she won. Christina won. Listen, if I were Christina, here's what I'd do. As we speak, hopefully you're on the treadmill. Not shade, true, okay? True. Now, I'm not suggesting that she's a heavy woman. I'm just saying that when Christina comes back to her chair at The Voice that Gwen is about to vacate, Christina's got to come with her A game. And that A game needs to be, maybe introduce us to a different color hair. I don't know. You know, so we don't associate that chair with Gwen. Because right now, Gwen is, Christina, I'm sorry, Gwen is winning. And if I were the boss of The Voice, I would delay your comeback for at least another year. I would let Gwen stay there. But if you're gonna come back, you come back with the best clothes, the flattest stomach, the perkiest boobs, the beautiful brown hair or something. I don't know how she'd look as a brown head, but I'd do anything to disassociate myself with the whole Stefani thing. That's what I would do if I were Christina. Yeah. Taylor Swift and Calvin Harris are about to take their relationship to a whole another level. And it's not good. Well, they've only been together for like 5 months, correct?
Yep.
Well, she's taking him to meet her family for the holidays. Now, okay, first of all, he's from across the pond. So they don't do Thanksgiving. You know, Thanksgiving, that's us here in America. But my thought is that when you've known somebody, oh, by the way, the family doesn't like him, allegedly. Well, they read stuff and watch Hot Topics, so now, yeah. Allegedly, Taylor's family doesn't like him. I think that this is a horrible idea for her to bring him home for Thanksgiving, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because Thanksgiving is is it a 4-course meal at your house? It usually is. You start with an hors d'oeuvre earlier in the day, then you continue more hors d'oeuvres a little later in the day, and then you bring out the dinner, and then you eat that, and then after dinner, about 2 hours later, you're making the sandwiches. And then sometime a little bit later on at night, it becomes the pumpkin pie. So my thought for Taylor and any of you all who plan on introducing somebody that your family doesn't particularly care for, don't do it on Thanksgiving. You know, there are 6 other days in the week, pick one. And, you know, dad's sitting there hating on your boyfriend, mom's giving him the screw face, your siblings are looking like, and, you know, and everybody's on their devices, devicing each other from across the table, talking about, look at him, look at him. Like, that's a lot of pressure, and I get that she might be in love with this guy and he might love her, but if your family doesn't like somebody and that's not a reason not to be with somebody, just don't insinuate him at a major holiday dinner in the dining room where we only eat once a year. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's a lot. Oh, God. Tori and Dean. First of all, you got 15 seconds to hold my attention for this one because I don't want to do this story. So this is your gift. Merry Christmas. They don't even care. Lackluster applause. Listen, when I open the magazines and I see Tori and Dean stories, I skate over that page. It's like when I see Hank and Kendra. Are we still dealing with that? Skip. Anyway, apparently Tori's husband, Dean, is getting slammed by his ex-wife, Mary Jo. Mary Jo is here, and she has 1 child with Dean from years ago. She's saying that Dean owes her $8,700 in back child support. And she's also saying that Tori's rich mom, Candy, can lend them a dime. And I say, I don't care about any of it. Make it go away. Go, 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 go. I don't care. I don't care. Do you remember last week, Shia LaBeouf, I was telling you, spent 3 days at a New York City theater downtown watching his own movies. And then people were able to come into the theater and watch him watch his movies. That's him watching his movies. Look, that's him. Okay. Remember I was telling you that he'd do stretches and deep knee bends in between and then sit back down and watch his movies and he was eating popcorn and... Well, he finally revealed what he's learned from the stunt. Now, he's learned the following. First of all, Shia said he walked out of the theater loving himself more. No, I think that this is a good thing because clearly this young man has deep-seated problems. All right, so if he loves himself more, that's good. He also says that he used to order coffee under a fake name and now he uses his real name. And, no. Sidebar, all right, I'm not a coffee drinker, I'm a tea drinker, but I do like iced coffee, but I don't get it at that place where you all go with that starts with an S and ends with a... Okay? Because I'm not paying $9 in college tuition on a damn coffee. That's number one. No, that's number one. Number 2, every once in a while, when the moon is full and the stars are aligned, I do go into that place and I get a caramel macchiato. But for 900 calories, I know, oh my gosh, I can only have a little bite of something for the rest of the day. Like too expensive, too fattening, and then you have to leave your name. So how do you walk in a place, Shia, they know that you're Shia, even if you tell them it's Jack. They see you, Shia. But, you know, whatever works for you, young man, I'm not giving up on you. I'm not giving up on you. Oh, my eyeball. It's getting windy. You know what that means. It's time for Wendy's windfall. Bring out the...
Hi, Wendy.
Did you borrow that from your sons?
Yes.
You have a leaf on your head?
Yes.
You really did borrow it from Jack and Pete?
They have costumes. I was gonna wear the full armor, but I just stuck
Is
with the
that
head.
Star Wars?
No, just a knight's collection.
Oh, right, okay. Okay, it's time to meet today's contestant. Let's get him on the line.
You know what? You gave me a good idea for tomorrow.
Star Wars? Okay, oh. Hello, Ruth Dennis in Napa, California. Ruth Dennis in Napa, California. How you doing? It's Wendy.
Hi, Wendy. I'm so excited.
You are today's contestant on Wendy's Windfall. Have you been watching the show every day?
Every single day.
On KTXL in Napa. Well, you know, Ruth, I must tell you, you know, yesterday, Mary blew $5,000 because she didn't know.
I saw that.
Now, Suzanne's gonna spin this wheel, and then we're gonna ask you a question, okay?
All right.
Okay.
Big money.
Go. You got $4,000 up for grabs.
Oh my God.
Ruth, don't blow it or they're gonna laugh at you at the grocery store too. Okay, Ruth,
Okay.
in yesterday's Hot Topics, whose celebrity tattoo did I really admire? 15 seconds on the clock and go!
That would be Nicole Richie.
Yes! Yes, Ruth! $4,000, congratulations. Thank you for watching. If you wanna be a big money winner like Ruth playing Wendy's Windfall, make sure that you watch our show every day because we might be calling you next.